What's up, guys? It's the Wolf. Alright, now this particular video is going to be once again on treasurydirect.gov, and this is going to be on death of a savings bond owner. So maybe grandma, grandpa, great-grandma, grandpappy, mammy, your daddy, whatever, somebody who cared about you, your neighbor, whoever then passed away and might have had you on something. This is how you are going to deal with the death of a savings bond and get it collected, transfer, whatever else the case may be. So there's going to be a lot of information. I'm going to go kind of quick in this one. And let's go. Okay. Oh, P.S. Thank you for supporting the channel. Appreciate you. Don't forget to hit that bell and subscribe. Let's go. All right. So, if the person who died on a online Treasury Direct account, contact the Bureau of Fiscal Services directly. Okay. We will put a hold on the account and give specific instructions to the situation in case one of your other relatives are trying to snake some money. Alright, so for a paper bond that is owned by somebody deceased, if you go here, it says how to determine who owns the bond. Options you have in each of these cases: the survivor's name is on a bond. I feel like you guys are so far away. So far away. Alright. No survivor's name is on the bond, and no court is involved. A court or state law is involved, and who pays taxes and when. Okay? So in this situation, only one person is named on the bond, and that person dies. The bond is part of the person's estate. Okay, so that'll probably be split. Two people are on the bond. The bond is part of the estate of each person who last died. Two people are on the named of the bond, and one of them died. Well, obviously the surviving person is the one who gets it. If a survivor is named on the bond, Series E, or Series I, as a survivor you have three options. You can do nothing, which I'm sure they like. You can redeem it in cash, or you can reissue the bond to the survivor's name. So if somebody has a bond, you can reissue it, you can cash it out, or you can just leave it there and let them have your money. Because, yay, it'll be considered abandoned funds. And somebody will claim it. And it won't be you. For the large sum of money that it probably is. Okay, let's go. Series H bonds. Apparently those can be paid out semi-annually. They can be redeemed in full. You can have them reissued. Submit a certified copy of the owner's death certificate along with Form 5396. The bond will physically not be reissued. Okay. Okay, so this is the breakdown of each one of those scenarios that I was talking about earlier. If there's no survivor's name on the bond, no courts involved. So basically that's about it. It's just going to go through. Then they get to tax situations, investment income expenses, your federal tax income. Some of them you might have to pay taxes on, depending on your situation, your status, and whatever else. It says, notes, a savings bond that has reached final maturity or is within 1 month of reaching it may not be reissued. It may be cashed. Series EE and I bonds mature after 30 years. That's what I was telling you guys. So, like, some of the people were checking there, so like, you know, what's the haps on this? Well, it says right here, some of them don't mature after 30 years. Now, one of the things I will know that one of the viewers out there that brought to my attention was that they had checked on this some time ago, and they had a lot of money on those bonds, and then suddenly now there's nearly none. Okay, educational information only, as always with all my channels and videos. Either somebody in your family knew what was going on and cashed them out. Could have been a significant ex-husband or wife. It could be that, depending on what vehicle put those, remember, you didn't put those bonds up there. Either your parents did, maybe you did, or some institution, say like a courthouse, took that court case and turned it into a bond, and it's on there. So yeah, they're in your name, but you're co-owners with it. Your name is on there, and I'm sure they put their name on there as well, because then if you don't claim it after its mature date, whatever that is for a court bond, then it can be considered abandoned funds. But because their name is on there, they can cash them out. So sometimes there's a vehicle or a corporation or even another person who might have put these bonds in place. Okay? And then, of course, don't forget that some of these are also based on another vehicle, which is the stock market. So if the stock market has crashed or gone down since the time you looked at it, or that company's gone out of business or went bust or is in dire straits, those bonds can lose their worth. Okay? Or maybe, I mean, just off the top of my head, let's say maybe the government considered them to be abandoned funds because nobody went and collected them. I don't know if they can exactly do that. I don't know. It's just educational purposes. But, or hey, who knows? Maybe you got hacked. I mean, there's a number of things on the board, which is why that could happen. All you can do is open your account, put a couple bucks in that account, check your stuff, and then inquire about them. Either pull them out, or if you have seen a loss in the value, is to call the number and to see what happened. Was it transferred? Was it what the situation was? It's going to be different for everybody, and this is not always happening to everybody, but it is a potential. Okay, so I'm not going to tell you that it doesn't happen. And is it sinister, or is it all in good standing and good faith? It very well could be just that company that issued it, maybe the courthouse that opened that bond or whatever else went under. Maybe the hospital is no longer around, or they got in financial trouble and they sold off their bonds and your name is on there, but you never claimed them. So they got used to pay their expenses or transfer it into a new name, because if they transfer something into a new name, they close out their old stuff. Now whatever they have is in their name solely. So that's really about it, guys. If you have some situation that pertains to this, go get it done, and probably the sooner the better. Just saying. Don't leave money on the table, all right? You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, and know when to run the fuck away. And sometimes not to play at the game in the first place. But if you do, you'll probably find out a legit way here with the Bad Wolf. So I will navigate you through the maritime admiralty ways and whatnots. Talk to you guys later. Appreciate you. Don't forget that bell, like, subscribe on the way out. Peace.